Have you ever dreamed of becoming successful without lifting a finger? Many of us secretly hope that luck alone will carry us to greatness. But today, S story will remind us why hard work and persistence are the real keys to turning dreams into reality. As you listen, you'll also discover new English words and see how they can be used in simple sentences. So, let's begin. In a small, lively town, the morning sun painted the streets gold as villagers busied themselves with their daily routines. Merchants arranged their goods in the marketplace, farmers headed to the fields, and shopkeepers prepared to open their little stores. Among them, under the shade of an old tree, sat a young man named Theo. Unlike the others, he wasn't working. He wasn't even trying. Theo was known in the village for two things: his laziness and his poverty. It wasn't that Theo was weak or ill. He was tall, strong, and healthy, yet his heart lacked the fire of determination. He dreamed constantly of becoming rich, but never lifted a hand to make those dreams come true. His meals came not from his own labor, but from the kindness of villagers who shared their food with him. One morning, fortune seemed to smile upon him. A wealthy merchant, grateful for a bountiful harvest, distributed fresh milk to the poor. Theo rushed to the queue and eagerly received a small pot of milk. His eyes sparkled as if he had just received a treasure. He hurried home, set the milk to boil on the stove, and found 2 pieces of bread waiting on the table, left behind by his hard-working father before going to the fields. Theo enjoyed the milk and bread with delight, saving the rest of the pot beside his bed. But instead of helping his father afterward, Theo stretched out on his bed and slipped into daydreams. His imagination soared higher than the clouds. He looked at the pot of milk and thought, "By tomorrow, this milk will turn into cheese. I'll sell it in the market and buy a hen. The hen will lay eggs, the eggs will hatch, and soon I'll have a whole flock of chickens. I'll sell the chickens and buy cows, and with the cows I'll open a dairy farm. Everyone in town will come to me for milk. I'll be rich, very rich. With that wealth, I'll buy jewelry, and even the king will purchase from me. Then I'll marry a beautiful woman from a wealthy family, and we'll have a handsome son. If that son dares to be lazy, I'll teach him a lesson with a stick." How can he be lazy when his father built a fortune from just a pot of milk? Lost in his fantasy, Theo picked up a stick and swung it in the air as if punishing his imagined son. But in his excitement, the stick struck the pot of milk. The milk spilled across the floor, and just like that, his dream vanished. Theo froze, staring at the mess. A deep silence filled the room. The reality was bitter. His only chance at turning that milk into something greater was gone. Yet the next day, Theo did not change. He wandered the village again, waiting for someone else's charity. His life remained the same: poor, idle, and miserable. Friends, this story carries a powerful lesson. Dreams without action are nothing more than fantasies. We cannot sit idle and expect miracles. If we want to succeed, our actions must match our aspirations. If we want to grow, we must cultivate discipline. If we want blessings, we must pray with sincerity and put in effort. Hard work, persistence, and faith are the true keys that open the door to success.